Vickie Eisenstein with IdeateTV, and I'm here with Matthew Taylor, the creator of Indoctrination. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the game?
So the game is kind of a PvP, take that style game. It's 5 minutes to learn, 30 minutes, an hour to play. It's kind of your fun party game. You have gods, and you build your gods up with different body parts, and you use those to win faction cards that are kind of your point system. And it's a very kind of tongue-in-cheek mocking of society, of religion, and politics, and social groups, and it gets them on kind of on all sides, like the left, the right, everyone's kind of made fun of equally. So.
Yeah, I noticed that a bunch of the cards just have these very witty, funny descriptions on them. Are you a comedian, or how did you come up with all this?
I'm not. Actually, I work in the film industry normally as a camera assistant, but I just kind of did this in my spare time. It's kind of like a peek into my own personal weird mind. But on and off for 2 years, if I thought of something funny, I'd kind of put it in and try it out, and yeah, it was a slow process, but yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. So. What
gave you the original idea to actually make a game?
Actually, a few years ago, a friend of mine made a game, and it was kind of like I didn't even realize it was something a normal person could do. I always thought of it as Hasbro or something like that, and when I saw that he could do it, it was kind of like, oh, that seems fun, and I wanted to make a game that I wanted to play. Because I've seen a lot of games where it takes an hour to explain the rules and 4 hours to play the game, and I never really liked those. So I wanted something real quick and simple you could pick up at a party and play fast and have a good time, and definitely wanted comedy. And one of the big mechanics is the body parts fitting onto the gods, which whenever I played games that had like an arm or like a helmet, I always kind of arranged them as a body would be put together. So I thought it would be neat if they all fit together.
And then did you have like a friend do the illustrations, or?
Yeah, I designed the concept for the art, and then I have a friend who's a graphic designer. His name is Juan Vera Jr., and he did all the graphic design work, and he does an amazing job. I couldn't be happier with the way the artwork turned out. He really did a great job with it.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. I love the aesthetic of the game. It's so cool. I've been asking everyone this question. If you could play your game with anyone living, dead, or fictional, who would it be?
Oh, wow. Right now, honestly, I'd probably play it with Donald Trump just to see if I could get him offended enough to send out a few tweets about it. I have the presidential card, which is an arm with a really teeny tiny hands, or the cunning linguist card that's also kind of mocking Trump directly. So that would be some good free publicity, I think, because I don't think he'd be able to help himself. But I don't know.
That's cool. That's great. And then I guess just where can people find this if they want to buy it?
We are going to launch a Kickstarter either in September or October. We want to try and get it out early enough that we can get the game to people before the holidays. So you would just go to Kickstarter and look for it. It's called Indoctrination. So I guess Kickstarter/Indoctrination.
He guesses?
we haven't put the actual thing together yet. We're working on that right now. But yeah, the plan is to launch it in September on Kickstarter.
Cool. Well, thank you so much. It's been great interviewing you. I've been Vickie Eisenstein, and check out his game online as soon as the Kickstarter is up.